Hello and welcome back to Citizen Pew. This is Citizen Pew Commentary, and today I'm going to be talking about a Spyderco knife. This is my first Spyderco knife to pick up, and I'm not too familiar with Spyderco, but I've heard a few things about them. I know a couple people who have them, and a couple people who carry them regularly. So I picked myself up one, and I didn't go all in. I went with a very modest model, and this is the one I picked up. It is called the Efficient. And yeah, this is the G-10 black model of the Efficient. So we're going to go over it. All right, here, let's see here. I guess the first thing I'll start with is we'll jump over to their website, see what they say about it, look at the specs, and then we're going to jump over to Blade HQ and check out what they say about the steel. And then we'll break over here to my little table, and I'll show you how I've learned to handle it so far. Because I will say this is my first knife that has a little hole like this to open it up versus like a little peg or something on it. So it's taken me a little bit of time to get kind of used to it. So, but I'll show you. All right. Moving on. Let's see here. Jump over to the web page. Bam. There we go. All right. So this is the Spyderco. I gotta make sure I say it right. I keep dropping the R off for some reason. Spyderco website here, and the Efficient G10 black knife. And I guess this is the part number C216G. MSRP's for $77 according to their website. I picked mine up out the door with tax, a little over 50 bucks, probably around $54, $55. All right. Oh, my screen here my is blocking the specs. There we go. All right. Overall length is 7.07 inches or 180 millimeters. The closed length is 4.09 inches or 104 millimeters. The blade thickness is 0.118 inches or 3 millimeters. Tip carry position is tip up. I never knew this was something that people wanted to know as a specification, but apparently it is, and that's whether when you have it holstered in your, either holstered or clipped into your pocket, which way is the blade facing? Is it facing up or down? I guess I just never paid attention to that, but it's a spec now, so or at least I know it's a spec now that people mention. So there you go. Learn something new every day. Blade length is 2.98 inches, 76 millimeters. So if you have a place where you work and they have a minimum blade length, it is under 3 inches, which seems to be pretty common. Edge length is 2.65 inches or 67 millimeters. Handle is G10. Lock type is liner lock. Its origin is in China, where it's made. The steel used is 8CR13 MOV, and we'll go over that here in a second. The weight is 4.1 ounces or 116 grams. The clip position is ambi, which I'll discuss that here in a little bit. And the grind is full flat, which I'm not a grind expert by any means. I'm starting to look into that some more. So if you know something about grinding specs or something like that in full flat and versus the other, put a comment down in the comment section. I'd be interested to know, because I've started to look into that stuff and to understand it a little bit more. So there you go. That's the Efficient G10 Black. They also have another model. I don't know if I can just go back to it. Let's see here. There it is. Yeah, the Efficient G10 Black on black blade here. So it's a little bit more. But for those of you who like the little, I don't know if it's Cerakote or whatever they do to the blade, and it isn't a straight blade, it has a serrated portion too. So a little bit more expensive. Says it's out of stock, but it is available. All right, let's go over to Blade HQ. And this is their best knife steel comparison and charts, which I do use this a lot. I also use Cherokee Observer, but Cherokee Observer didn't have this steel listed on it that I could find, so I'm just using Blade HQ. So as we saw from, let's go back here and get to the specs for the G10 Black. It is 8CR13 MOV right down here. 8CR13 MOV. All right, going back to Blade HQ. They do not list it on any of these. This first chart here, you have to go down to budget steels and go to see more, and there it is, 8CR13 MOV. They have it listed as a budget steel. So if the steel of your blade is important, you know, maybe you won't like this blade. I don't know, but that's those are the specs. All right. So let me get over to my table here that I have set up, and I'm just gonna kind of show you some things I've learned handling it. So I'm gonna switch over to that, and hopefully, like I said, I've been working on my mic. My mic's been giving me some trouble, but yeah, we're gonna move over to there here. So give me just a second, and here I am. All right, so let's check this out. So here you go. Here is the blade, and you can see here the belt clip is on the, I guess you would call it the right side if the blade is facing down. And it does have the detents here so that if you decide to take it off this side, you can put it on this side and it fits. So there's the ambi of that. And like I said, it has this hole here for the extraction, which is something I'm still getting used to. And with the knife being still kind of stiff, I haven't worked it in yet. It is a little cumbersome for me to open at this time, and you can see that happens to me a lot. I get stuck because my hand position isn't quite right yet. So as I get familiar with it, hopefully I'll get better and smoother at that. But yeah, so oh yeah, the Spyderco, I keep dropping that R. The Spyderco emblem is on it right there, which yeah, if you're familiar with Spyderco. So, but there's your lock, and I'll tell you this: if you look at let's see if I can get a good angle on it here. The blade. Let's see if I can get rid of the shadow. You might have to just trust me on this one. The blade centers itself really well. There we go. Centers itself really well into the handle. So, and it doesn't move around like at all. So that's a good quality thing that I've been picking up on. It opens up, it locks really good. I don't feel any wiggle in it or anything, which is nice as well. There is a little hole right here, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't, you know, I mean, it's for a lanyard, but I was like, yeah, you know, I don't know if I need a lanyard on a knife. But a colleague of mine, he has this exact knife, and he put some paracord in there and made a pretty neat little lanyard, and I might do that down the line. His lanyard also has a little shell casing integrated into it, which was kind of neat. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Might do something like that. So, but there you go. That's the knife, and I'm getting more. See, that's where I always, the way I hold it, I get like this, and then I run out of reach trying to open it. So I've got to kind of adjust how I hold this knife to get it open all the way. So if you're somebody that's familiar with these holes, let me know if there's a trick that you may have done to get yourself better at doing this. Now, if I dig my fingernail into it, I can do it pretty good. But I didn't want to put my fingernail into it. I kind of just wanted my thumb to ride it lightly. And but I can't do that. If I go and dig into it, I get it open just fine. So, all right. So there it is, the Spyderco Efficient. All right, let me switch back over to the other camera here. All right, well, that's pretty much my video on the Spyderco. Like I said, it's my first Spyderco. I keep dropping that R. Let me know if you do that, because I do that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's an origins thing where I grew up. We drop the R's all the time. Sometimes we add them into words too, I think. So if you catch me doing that in a video, let me know. So excuse me. But thanks for watching the video. Tell me what your thoughts are if you have a Spyderco. Leave a comment down in the comment section. Like the video if you thought it was informative. And as I get more experience with this knife, I might do a comparison to another knife as I get more experience with all knives I have and in picking up. So yeah, there you go. I do have a members section where I will be doing 4 members videos a month. Usually stuff that's they won't run ads on because it's certain content related to certain firearms or certain magazines. And I don't know of any knife stuff yet that they don't run ads on, but if something does come up, it'll show up in the members section of that. And really, you know, the reason I wanted a member section is I film this stuff anyway. You know, when I'm at the range or whatever I'm doing, I just like recording it and doing the videos and stuff like that. But you know, yeah, like I said, they're not going to run ads on it, so I put it in the member section. It's only 99 cents. You know, if you join it, and then you're like, yeah, you know what, I watched a couple videos, ain't for me, and you back out, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I get it. So, anyhow, that's all I have for you. Y'all have a good day.